And again, if you want to start with your knees bent, and you can take your feet wide on your mat and let the knees just drop in towards one another. So if that becomes uncomfortable or you'd like to lie in another way, then just do that. And just taking a few moments just at the start of class, just coming away from your morning, and just begin to draw your attention inwards. Just becoming aware of your breath, just as it moves in through your nose and out through your nose. Just allowing it just to deepen naturally and to smooth out. As your breathing smooths out, just notice your body, just how it feels. If you've got any aches or pains from gardening, then just try and allow the shoulders to relax, the feet and the legs to relax. And allow your body just to soften towards the mat. As your body starts to relax its hold, then just notice how you feel. Just allowing your thoughts just to come and to go. So I thought today we'd do a little spring practice. So you probably know, but it was the spring equinox on Saturday. And that really just means that it's an equal number of day hours and night hours. And it has a lot of significance in terms of obviously nature and the weather, but in yoga as well, it has a significance that we kind of rely on that as changing the seasons and changing how we practice yoga. So just a little kind of energizing spring practice today. So we'll start, first of all, you can bring your knees back together again. So just align your feet now in line with your hips, align your knees in line with your ankles. And then try and align your shoulders as well. So try and relax yourself down onto the mat. Now we're just going to draw your right knee in towards your chest. So you can take hold of it if you like. And you can keep your left foot where it is, or you can extend it away. It's up to you. But we're just going to, on an inhale, move your right knee just a little bit over towards the left shoulder. And then on the exhale, move it over towards the right, maybe even past the right shoulder if you want to. Do that again, so inhale, move over towards the left a little. And on the exhale, move it over towards the right. So do that once more, so just a little bit of mobility in the hip. And then when you're ready, bring your knee back towards the center. Now from here, we're going to start to flex that right foot and start to push it up towards the ceiling. Now your hands here can either be behind the back of your thigh, they can be around your calf, or if you can manage, you're going to grab hold of your right foot with your right hand. Now you can do that from the outside or the inside, but again, if you can't reach, or if you'd like to use a strap, then you can. It's a kind of a happy baby posture here. And just breathing into what you find there. So maybe if you've got your hand on the inside, you could start to use the arm just to press the knee just gently out to the side a little. And again, if it's too much, always bend that left leg. So that sometimes becomes a little bit tight on the low back. So bending the left leg would release that a little bit. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale here. Now, releasing the foot, you're going to start to extend that right leg now up towards the ceiling. So again, you can bend the knee a little bit, but try and keep your foot flexed. And then extending your left leg along the ground, flex your foot there, and lift your left foot a little bit off the ground. Now again, you might just stay here, Or you may want to stretch your arms by your sides, and on an inhale, just lift the upper body up. So just holding in this static position, just starting to awaken the abdominals. A little bit like in spring, everything starts to move a little bit, starts to get a little bit warmer. Start to become aware of the muscles in your abdomen. And then if you want to, on your next inhale, you're going to change legs. So you're going to lower down through your right, lift up through the left. Again, hold there. And then on your next inhale, just change sides. Again, hold there. Okay, do that twice more. So inhale, just changing legs. Again, always lower the upper body if it's too much. And do that one more time. Well done. Now when you swap legs this time, so your left leg is up, you're just going to release everything down, and you can start to pull just that left knee in towards your chest. So again, right leg extended away, right foot on the ground. We'll start on the inhale, just moving that knee over towards the right shoulder a little. And then on the exhale, move it over towards the left shoulder. So you can open up through the hip and the leg a little bit more if you want to. If it doesn't feel that open, then you're just moving it side to side. You could drop over just slightly towards the left if it felt good. Do that once more. And then make your way back just towards the center. Now from there, flex your left foot and start to push the left foot up towards the ceiling. So again, you're keeping the leg bent, you're drawing the knee in. The hands could just go behind the back of your thigh, maybe the back of your shin. You could grab a strap, or with your left hand either to the outside or the inside of that sole of your foot, just draw it in. Just to let your, again, just feel how it feels on your right hip. If you want to bend your right knee in and have it flat on the floor, then do that. So remember with Happy Baby, we're not kind of in a straight position, you're kind of pressing the leg out to the side a little bit. So get that feeling. Maybe use your arm to press against the leg if you want to. And keep the breath just flowing in and out through your nose. Okay, take one more deep inhale. Slowly release that, but flex your foot and start to press it up towards the ceiling. So again, bend the knee a little bit if you need to. And then extend and lengthen through your right leg, flex your foot there. So you could just stay here, you could have your hands on the ground. Or maybe reach your hands and then lift the upper body up off the ground a little. So you're flexing both feet, you're pressing your top foot up and your bottom foot away from you. And we're just holding as that heat builds. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, if you want to change legs, just moving up through that right leg. And then again on your next inhale, just changing legs. So we're holding on the exhale, reaching the fingertips. Do that again, so inhale, change legs. And one more time. Well done. Okay, from there, slowly release the knees back in, just draw them in towards your chest. Maybe take a little roll there from side to side. And then when you're ready, we'll take the hands behind the back of your thighs. So we're just going to make our way up to sitting. So you could roll a couple of times forwards and back. You can just make your way up, whatever feels right. But as you start to come up, maybe come up to sitting. So we'll make our way to an all fours position when you're ready. So again, grab a block if you feel that you might want one. But spread your feet and your knees about hip distance. Spread your hands shoulder width. And spread the fingers. Okay, on an inhale, we're just going to extend the right leg behind you. So just extending it behind you. As you exhale here, we're going to pull the knee in and round through the upper back and shoulders. So again, as you inhale, extending the leg behind you. And on the exhale, pull the knee in, round through your back. I'm going to add on to this a little bit. So on the inhale, extend away. And then on the exhale, move your body weight slightly forwards and bend the elbows to half push up. On the inhale, pull yourself back up again. So again, exhale, pull the knee in, draw the knee in, round your back. On the inhale, extending the leg behind you. Exhale, move forwards a little bit and bend your elbows, half a push-up. And then press yourself back up. Okay, we'll do that once more time. So again, drawing the knee in, rounding through your back. Push and extend away through the leg. Exhale, move forward, bend your elbows. And on the inhale, push yourself back up. Okay, hold here. And then if you want to extend through the opposite hand, again, pushing the hand away, pushing the foot behind you. Lift your belly. Press up and out of your shoulder. And breathe there. Okay, one more deep inhale. Slowly release your back foot so it's on the ground. Release your hand down. So you're tucking the toes on that back leg. Lift up through the other knee to come into plank. And then we'll lower all the way to the ground. So you could bend your elbows or bend the knees first if you like. Lower yourself down and spread your toes. Now with the hands under the shoulders, we're going to try and lift the hands up today on this cobra. So on an inhale, press the toes down, lift the chest and lift the hands up off the ground. As you exhale, just release everything all the way back down again. So do that again. So inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, lift the hands if you can. And on the exhale, release all the way back down. Okay, do that once more. So inhale, lift up. And on the exhale, release everything down. Okay, from here, push up just onto your knees and walk your knees back in again. When you come in on an inhale, we'll just drop the belly and lift through your chest. And on the exhale, just rounding in. So just a few cat-cows here, just warming up through your spine. So the equinox has a lot of meaning in yoga because a lot of our practice is to balance. It's not just in a physical sense, but trying to balance your body in lots of different ways. Your breath, we try to balance it, and your mind as well. Okay, when you're ready, make your way back to an all fours position, and on an inhale, we'll extend through your left leg, so just extending it behind you. As you exhale, draw the knee in and round through the back. So do that again, so extend and lengthen through your leg. And then draw the knee in. So if you want to, on an inhale, extend the leg behind us. And on the exhale this time, move forwards and bend your elbows. Again, you don't have to do that, but if you want to, you can. Push back up on your inhale. And on the exhale, draw the knee in and round through your back. So doing that again, so extend and lengthen behind you on the inhale. Exhale, move forwards, bend the elbows, keep them really close towards your body. Push back up on the inhale and draw the knee in on the exhale. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So again, extending away. Move forwards and bend. And press back up. So if you hold here, again, if you want to extend through that opposite hand, so try and keep your hips nice and level here and try and pull the belly button towards your spine. So you're using your core, drawing everything to the center of your body. Okay, release the hand down, release the toes on the back leg, so in this kind of half plank position, and then step back to plank. So lift your other knee up off the ground. Again, from here, you could lower your knees or just bend your elbows and lower all the way to the ground. So again, spread your hands, spread your toes, and on an inhale, start to lift up, maybe lifting the hands up off the ground as well. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, release all the way back down. So do that again, so inhale, coming up, and release down. Do that one more time, so keep the neck long as you lift up, and release all the way back down. Okay, from here, push yourself back, so just up onto your knees first of all. And then we'll tuck the toes and we'll start to lift the hips to our first downward facing dog. So just take your time coming in Maybe start to pedal your feet out a little bit. And spread your fingers, spread your toes. Again, like in spring, when you're kind of pushing up, the flowers are pushing up and out of the ground. Then do that same thing with your body. Lift your belly. Well done. We'll take one more deep inhale. We'll start to lift the heels and then just take a slow walk with your feet, just up towards your hands, unplugging them as you come up. Allow the upper body just to fold forwards. So bend the knees, relax the arms, maybe sway a little bit gently. You can even grab hold of opposite elbows. Okay, release the arms back down. Now from there, you're going to step your right foot behind your left foot. So we're just going to step it behind. You could, if you can, keep both feet on the ground, then do that. And bend the knees a lot here. You don't have to keep the legs straight. And then start to walk your hands over towards the right side. You're kind of getting a little twist through your body as well. So hands over to the right, press down through your feet. And you might want to start to maybe straighten the right leg a little bit. If it doesn't feel right, don't. Just keep them both bent. Okay, walk your hands back towards the center. Release your feet. And we'll just go the other way. So we'll take that left foot just behind the right. Again, if you can, walk both hands just over towards the left a little bit. And again, you might want to keep the right leg bent, start to straighten a little bit in the left leg, but just what feels right. Okay, one more deep inhale and separate your feet again. Walk your hands back towards the center. On an inhale here, lengthening forward, so coming up halfway. And on the exhale, just fold back in towards your legs. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. Inhale, reach back up with the arms. Folding forwards towards your legs. So you can bend your knees a little if you'd like. Lengthening on the inhale. And fold back in as you exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms meet the heart. Do that again, so inhale, reaching up with your arms. Folding forwards on the exhale. Lengthen on the inhale. And fold back down on the exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, palms meet the heart. Do that one more time. So inhale, reach. Folding forwards on the exhale. Lengthening on the inhale. And fold back in on the exhale. Reaching all the way up, rise up. And palms meet the heart. Maybe close your eyes down, just noticing how your body feels, how you feel. Spread your toes again, get that connection with the ground. Okay, you can keep your feet apart here or you can bring them together. We're coming in for Utkatasana, so our chair pose. So on an inhale, we're just going to bend the knees and reach the arms. So just sinking into that chair, maybe looking up at your hands, slightly tuck your tailbone if you can. Good. And breathing there. Okay, from here, we're going to reach your right hands behind you. So you're going to stretch your right fingertips behind. So this is a revolved chair. So maybe sink a little bit deeper, reach through your fingertips. Okay, take one more deep inhale. Come back into chair, so reach both arms up. And as you exhale, just fold forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, just folding back in. As you inhale, just reach up, so rise all the way up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. So we'll do that again. So inhale, bend your knees, reaching through your arms. And then on that exhale, we'll reach back with the left hand this time. So coming in for that revolved chair. So sink a little bit deeper, keep your knees nice and level. Well done. One more deep inhale. And then reaching both arms up again into that chair. As you exhale, just folding forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, just folding back in. Inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. Okay, do that again. So inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms. And then reaching back with your right arm. Okay, reach back up with both arms. And then fold forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we're going to step to plank this time. So as you step back, you could lower your knees here. You could lower all the way down or just bend your elbows to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And on the exhale, we'll make our way back, downward facing dog. Okay, from here, we're going to step your right foot through. So we're coming into a high lunge position. So if you step it through, stay on the ball of your foot and your back leg. If you want to, you can stay with the hands down or inhale, reach up with the arms. Good, well done. From there, we're going to exhale, bring the palms to your heart. And we're just going to step up towards the top of your mat again. So when you're ready, inhale, bend the knees, reaching the arms. This time we'll reach back with your left hand, so just reach it behind you. Still reaching forwards with that right hand. And then reach both arms back up, so come back into that chair. Folding forwards on the exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll step all the way back to that plank position again. So again, you could lower down to your knees or bend your elbows. Inhale, upward facing. And as you exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. So this time we'll step forwards with your left leg. So step it through. Again, keep the hands on the ground if you'd like. Or inhale to reach up with the arms. Good. On the exhale, palms to your heart. And step towards the top of your mat. Okay, we'll do that again. So inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms. Reaching back with your right arm, forward with your left. Good. Inhale, reach back up, both arms, so maybe sink a little bit deeper. And the exhale, fold forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll step back to plank again. So again, you could bend your knees or bend your elbows to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. And on the exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Okay, we'll step forwards with your right leg. So again, hands to the ground or coming up into that crescent lunge. Bring your palms together in front of your heart and step up towards the top of your mat. Okay, one more time. So inhale again, bend your knees, reach the arms, reaching back through that left arm. Reaching back up with both arms and then fold forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, step to plank and lower yourself down. Inhale up, and exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. So left foot steps up towards the top of your mat. Coming up to that high lunge if you'd like, and bring the palms in as you step up towards the top of your mat. So maybe closing the eyes down again, just taking a moment just to see how you feel. So yoga is all about opposites, all about balancing opposites. And the prime purpose of yoga is to try and keep our bodies and our minds and our breath in balance. The word hatha itself is made up of two parts. So ha being the sun and tha being the moon. Okay, when you're ready, we'll release the hands, we'll open the eyes, we'll come in through a little sun salutation for our standing postures. If you do want to grab a block here, then you may need one. You could have it handy anyway, just see how you get on with it. Okay, so when you're ready, we'll just salute the sun. So on an inhale, just reaching up. And as you exhale, just fold forwards towards your legs. Lengthen on the inhale. And on the exhale, we'll make our way back to plank and lower down in your own way. Inhale, upward facing. And on the exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Now this time on an inhale, we're going to lift through your right leg and we're going to step it up towards the top of your mat. So you're coming into warrior one this time, so spin the heel of the back leg and make your way up in your own time to that warrior one position. So again, your hands might be lifted, your hands might be in beside your heart. And bend your front leg a little bit and rotate the shoulders and the hips round towards the front. So as we're doing a little spring energizing practice, we're going to move through a few things today. But if you prefer to hold them still, then please do that. So on this first one, we're going to release the hands down by your sides. On an inhale, we're going to reach the arms out to the sides, bring them all the way up to the top, and then bring the palms down through the center of your heart. So we'll do that again. This time as you reach the arms out, we're also going to straighten the front leg. And then as you exhale, we're going to bend the front leg as you draw the palms down again. So we'll do that twice more. So inhale, reach out, straighten through that front leg a little bit. And then you might feel when you come back into it that you can go a little bit deeper into the posture. Do that one more time. So inhale, reach. And then exhale, bend. Okay, we'll reach the arms back up just for a breath here, and then we'll start to move to warrior two. So just spiraling round, take your time, adjusting your feet as you go. Draw the shoulders back and sink into it a little bit more. So just watch this front knee and press equally through your feet. So through the outer edge of the back foot, try not to let it be light, but press through it. And stretch from fingertip to fingertip. Okay, take one more deep inhale here. We're going to move through two postures now. So we're going to come and reverse this. So taking that left hand down, right hand reaches up. And then on the exhale, we're going to move forward to side angle. So maybe just taking your forearm down as you reach the arm up and over. So we'll do that again. So you kind of touch warrior two, but just very briefly. And then up and over into that reverse warrior. And then on the exhale, move forwards again. Good. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, rising up. Open through your chest. And then as you exhale, move forwards. So we'll move into side angle this time. So you might want to keep your arm here. You might want to grab your block, placing it to the inside of your foot. Reaching that arm up and over. And again, if this doesn't suit you to stretch the arm over, you know, some people keep it lifted up. As long as you still feel that stretch from the back of your foot all the way up through the side leg, then it doesn't matter. But it just continues the stretch up and over your ear. Okay, try not to let the arm drop down, but stretch the fingertips forwards and up. Well done. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. We'll start to move back up. So slowly come back up as if you were coming to warrior two. We're not though. We're coming in for goddess. So we're going to keep that right foot turned out. Turn your left toes out. And again, adjust it. So if you need to make it wider or narrower, then do. But both sets of toes turn out. We bend the legs a little bit. And we're going to start with the hands in front of your heart. So we're going to do some little kind of goddess squats here, if you like. So on an inhale, we're going to reach the arms out and up. And on the exhale, we're going to draw them down towards the center of your heart. So maybe dropping the tailbone a little bit more. So again, inhale, reach the arms out, pull them up, and then squeeze and drop down a little bit deeper. Okay, do that one more time. So inhale, reach up, rise up, and exhale. Pull it down towards the center of your heart. And just hold here for a moment. So draw the shoulders back, lift through your chest, lift through your belly. Okay, one more deep inhale. And then start to straighten your legs. And we'll turn the toes forward. So we're going to come in for our wide leg forward fold. So again, if you need a block, then use it. As you inhale, reach up with the arms. And this time on the exhale, we're just going to fold forward. So you could bring your hands back down towards your hips if you like. So lengthening forwards, and then keep that length as you fold down. So as you fold down, you might use your block just to try to draw the weight forwards a little bit. The hands are easily on the ground, maybe walk them back. So they're level with your feet. And use that to bring you forward. Again, just, keep your heels down. Although the weight is forward, the heels stay down. And the knees can be bent a lot here. You don't have to straighten the legs. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. We're going to lift up halfway here. So you're coming up to a halfway position. And then we're going to turn through the toes of your right foot. As you do that, bend your right leg and walk your hands round towards that right foot, turning on the toes of your back leg, coming into this runner's lunge. And just while we're here, we'll take a little twist so you can keep your left hand on the ground, right hand to that knee, or maybe right arm reaches and opens up, just whatever feels right to you. And keep the shoulders nice and level. So don't reach the arm too far back, but keep it in line with your other arm. Okay, so one more deep inhale here, and then we'll release the hand down towards your mat again. From here, we'll just bend through your back leg and step up towards the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen forwards. And on the exhale, just folding back in. Inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, draw the palms together in front of your heart. Again, maybe just closing your eyes down, just noticing that side of your body and how it feels. Okay, we'll release the hands and we'll open the eyes. So we'll come back in, we'll do the other side. So just the same thing. Again, grab your block if you've kind of left it down at the side or whatever. Make sure it's handy. But spread your toes again. Lengthen your legs and relax your shoulders. As you inhale, reach up. So looking up towards the sun. As you exhale, fold forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, make your way back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And on the exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Okay, so we'll do the left leg this time. So as you inhale, lift through your left leg. Step your foot up towards the top, turning on the heel of the back leg as you make your way up into that warrior one position. So again, adjusting anything that you need to. Make sure the hands feel comfortable, the arms feel comfortable. So the spring equinox is also a time of renewal and rebirth. So we use that a lot in yoga as well. It's a time to celebrate new life. So as we practice, each posture that we do can be like a rebirth of that posture. So rather than doing it the same way you always do it, then think about doing it in a slightly different way, or as if it was the first time you did it, and see how that feels. Okay, when you're ready, we'll release the hands down. So again, if you want to move through it, as you inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arms up, and on the exhale, re-bend the leg as you bring the palms towards the center of your heart. So reaching out, so spreading the arms out, and then all the way up. And exhale. Bending through the leg. So trying to go a little bit deeper into the posture, try and lift up out of it to go a little bit deeper. Excellent. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, big reach up. And exhale. Okay, from here, we'll reach the arms up just for a breath. And then move into that warrior two position. So start to spiral yourself round, adjusting your feet if you need to. So stretch from fingertip to fingertip. Draw the shoulders back. And get a sense of drawing the inner thighs towards one another. and of being in the center of the posture. Good, very nice. So the spring equinox reminds us that each moment is an opportunity to start anew. Okay, so from here, we'll start to move through again. So we're going to come into that reverse warrior. So as you inhale, lower your hand, reaching up through that left hand. And as you exhale, start to move back in to side angle. So do that again. So inhale, rising up, reaching up, opening through your chest as you do that. And the exhale, keep the space as you move forwards and lengthen. Okay, do that one more time. So inhale, coming up. And exhale, moving in. So again, as you move into it, you might decide you want to go a little bit deeper. You might not. So you might just stay here. You might start to move your hand down. Again, try and keep the chest spiraling up. Keep the fingers reaching overhead. Good, very nice. Lovely. And each moment we're in it is an opportunity to find a little bit more space. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. We'll start to move out of it again. So slowly come up. So again, as if you're coming to warrior two, but we'll release the hands and we'll turn through the toes of that right foot, keeping the left toes turned out. Again, adjusting your position as much as you need to. Try and make sure your shoulders are over your hips and the hips point down towards the ground. Bring your hands towards the center of your heart. So open the heart up. And then some more of these goddess squats. So on an inhale, reach the arms, straighten the legs. And as you exhale, draw the palms in and sink a little bit deeper. So do that again. So inhale, reaching up. And exhale, pull it in. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So inhale, reach up, rise all the way up. And exhale, sink in. Again, retract the shoulders a little bit. Sink the tailbone down. Well done. Just one more deep inhale. Start to straighten your legs again. And then turn your toes forward. So feet facing forwards. So again, as you do that, maybe turn the toes in a little bit. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold in. So we're coming in for this white leg forward fold again. This time, if you want, you could grab hold of your shins or your ankles, whatever you can. Maybe pull the elbows out to the side as you draw yourself in a little bit more. Again, just what feels right to you. Please continue to use the block if you would like. And be gentle with yourself, so not too harsh. And remember where the weight should be. So try and draw the weight forwards a little bit so the hips are not dropping back and the weight moves towards the balls of your feet. So if you've got hold of your legs, you could release them. And then we're going to start to turn towards the toes of the left leg. Just turn the toes away from you, bend into it, and start to walk the hands round towards that left foot, coming up onto the ball of the foot in your back leg. So again, you can stay here, maybe come in for that twist. So right hand down, left hand on the left knee, or reaching up and opening with the left arm. Okay, one more deep inhale here, so rotate a little bit more. And on the exhale, release the hand down. This time we'll bend through the back leg again and step and make your way back up towards the top. Inhale, lengthen forwards. And on the exhale, just folding back in. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. Again, just taking a moment just to scan the body, see how it feels, hopefully a little bit lighter, a little bit more energized. Okay, we'll release the hands, we'll open the eyes. We're going to come in for a little bit balanced just before we make our way down onto the mat. So you can do this, we're going to do dancer, and then we're going to do a variation on lotus, half lotus. So if you want to use your strap here, then please use your strap for dancer. If you need to use a wall, then use that. So with dancer, we're going to start on your right leg, spreading your toes. We're just going to bend the left leg behind us. So you're just going to literally just bring it up, and that might be enough. You could use your strap there, just take a hold of the ball of your foot and take it behind you. Again, keep the knees level first of all. So if you're okay with that and you can reach your left hand and grab hold of your left foot, then do that. So again, the knees are still pretty level. And then if you want to, you could start to reach up through your right hand. And then start to gently press your foot into your hand. As you do that, your body might move forwards a little bit, but we keep reaching up and forwards. So you push the foot into the hand, try and keep the knees as close together as they can be, because you don't want the leg to kind of splay out to the side too much. And again, you don't have to go that far with it. Just see how it feels. Release it if it's too much, and go a little bit further if you feel you can. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. Slowly start to release it. If you can, keep your knee bent and lift that leg back up. And then we're going to flex your foot. Now you've got a choice here. You can either come in for a half chair. So you're just going to place your foot where you can and come into that half chair position. You can even put your foot in a block and just bend that leg. Or if you want to, we'll come in for a variation on half lotus. So we're going to bring that left foot to the crease of your right thigh. Again, if it doesn't reach, then don't force it, and see how it feels in your knee. Then using your right hand, take it behind on the front of your foot and let the heel come up and the knee drop down. And then either your left hand towards your chest, or maybe take it behind your back and see if you can grab hold of that right arm. We're actually trying to grab hold of our left toe with that left hand, but you know, just work where you can. Try and open the chest and breathe into it. If it's too much for your knee, then don't force it. Okay, when you're ready, we'll slowly start to release, so just releasing what you've got. Bring your feet together and bring your palms together. And just close your eyes. And again, just absorbing the sensations that you've created. Okay, we'll come in and we'll do the other side. So although we're talking spring and the equinox and balance, our bodies are not balanced, all right? So don't even try to do the same as you did on the other side. Just see how it feels and do that. So you can use your strap. We're coming for dancer first. If you're bending the leg, just standing on your left leg, bend that right leg in. So you're just bringing it so the knees are level, and you might just stay there. If you want to, and you can, grab hold of your right foot with your right hand. And you can take it to the inside of it, and people do that, and that opens more in the shoulder. But if you're only getting the outside of it, that's fine also. And then reaching through your left hand. And then if you want to start to kick the foot into the hand, which will propel the body forwards a little bit, try and keep drawing the knees towards one another. Good. Very nice, well done. And just work to where it feels right to you. So again, you can come out of it any time. You can go into a little bit further if you'd like. Okay, one more deep inhale. And then slowly start to release it. So again, as you release it, if you can, just keep releasing it and lifting through that right knee. And then either come in for half chair, or tree would be fine as well. Or maybe grab hold of that foot, start to draw it up towards the crease. Use your left hand to take the front part of your foot. Let the knee drop down a little bit. Hand towards the centre of your heart. Or maybe take it round the back and grab hold of your arm. You can grab your toe then, fabulous. Now done, one more deep inhale. Slowly start to release just at your own time. Bring your feet back together and your hands back together. And just see how it feels. Well done. Okay, we'll release the hands, we'll open the eyes, we'll come back in to the top of your mat again. So we're going to come in just to make our way down. So if you want to come down sitting right away, you could. But spread your toes, lengthen your legs, and we'll salute the sun one last time. So as you inhale, reaching up with the arms. On the exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. Inhale, lengthen. And this time on the exhale, we'll just step back to downward facing dog. So we're going to come in for pigeon today. So you could lower your knees to the ground if you'd like. Otherwise, you could lift your right leg up again and then pull your right knee over towards your right wrist. As you do that, you lay your right leg on the ground and you start to extend through your left leg. So again, maybe coming up onto your fingertips. And I would take a moment there just to try to balance the hips, to align your back leg. And then just when you're ready, you might even want a block underneath that right hip. And then you can start to move down. And it's kind of forwards and down here because you want to stretch the body forwards. So again, just take it to where it feels right to you. And if it doesn't feel right, remember you can always vary it. So you could do a reclined version of it. So bring yourself onto your back with your right foot on that left knee and then just pull the left knee in. Work where it feels best to you. Okay, when you're ready, we'll start to just make our way up, just up onto your hands. So take your time coming up. No, I did that because you can't even see me very well. But from here, we're going to sit over onto your right hip. And then we're going to swing your left leg all the way around. So we're coming in for a twist here. So we move that left foot to the outside of your right thigh. And then from here, right hand or right arm in front of the knee. And then use your left fingertips behind you. So just a little twist there. Again, just trying to lengthen through your spine. Draw your belly in. Maybe turn the head and look past your left shoulder. And we'll take one more deep inhale here. And slowly start to come back towards the center. So we'll unravel your legs. Again, if you want to just come in for pigeon on the other side, then just move in. So left leg forward, right leg behind you. You could come in through down dog if you feel like it. You could just push yourself back up, lift your left leg and draw the knee in. But just whatever suits you today. If you want a little bit more, then do that. Again, take a few moments just up on your hands, aligning your hips, aligning your back leg. And when you're comfortable, then start to move down. So take your time. Good. Remember, you should feel this in your hips. So if there's any discomfort in the knee, then you want to be doing something else. So you want to maybe do the recline version of it. Just listening to your body each and every time you move into posture. Okay, when you're ready, we'll start to come back up. So again, just make your way up onto your hands first. We'll sit onto that left hip and then start to swing your right leg all the way around, so past that left knee. And then using your left hand or your left arm, draw yourself round. Right fingertips behind you to lengthen your spine. So push down a lot through your right big toe. So sometimes it kind of doesn't even press down, but push down through it so you're grounding and lifting it up off the earth. Okay, when you're ready, slowly come back towards the centre. We'll release the legs out in front. And then we're just going to do Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold. So maybe sit a little bit further forward. Grab your strap if you use it for this posture and hook it around the ball of your foot. And then start to lift up and lengthen forwards. If you're not using the strap, then on an inhale, maybe reach up. And on the exhale, move in. Taking hold of whatever you can reach. So your legs, your ankles, your feet. Try and lengthen through the spine a little bit. And use your breath to move in there. We'll take one more deep inhale. We'll start to make our way back up. So release your strap if you're using it. And give your legs a little shake. So we're coming on to your mat now. We are going to do, or I'll offer you a shoulder balance. If you don't want to do that, then you can do legs up the wall, so or legs up if you don't have a wall handy. But if you make your way down onto your back first, just take your time. And if you want to just lift your legs up and just keep them there, you can. If you do have a wall handy, then obviously rest your feet against them. Otherwise, if you want to come in for that shoulder balance, maybe come in and do a little roll up. So you can roll up and then back. And then once you're there, start to walk your hands under. And you could keep your knees bent here. You don't have to lift your legs up. Or you could maybe start lifting one leg up and then lift the other one. But just when it feels right to you. Keep a little space around your neck. So there is a curve at the base of our head that we want to kind of honor. You don't want to kind of flatten that out or do anything strange with it, but honor that. And you don't have to have the legs straight up above the hips either. If you want to have them at a slight angle, then that will help with the posture. So, work to try and get them above your hips, but if they're not, then don't worry about it. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. We'll start to come down. So you might want to take the legs over, bend them, and then slowly and carefully roll yourself down. So use your hands. You can have your hands on the floor. You can keep them on your back. But slowly lower yourself back down. Okay, when you're there, we'll draw the knees towards your chest. And then we're just going to drop the knees just over towards one side. So just let them go over to that side. Spread your hands and maybe look along your opposite hand. So we'll come back into the centre and we'll change the legs. So just lift them up, move them over to the other side and turn your head the other way. And you're ready, back towards the middle. So again, you can draw your knees in, maybe give yourself a little squeeze. And we're going to start to make our way into Shavasana. So you can take your time just grabbing some socks or a jumper or whatever you need to keep yourself warm. Just coming into a comfortable position again, just starting with 3 long, slow, deep breaths. And as it's spring, I thought we'd do a little flower meditation. So first of all, I need you just to picture a flower, just one that has a meaning to you. So maybe if you can't think of one, maybe a white lily or a red rose or a pink daisy. Maybe close your eyes and start to visualize each part of the flower. And then we'll just try and visualize each part of it in turn. So if you think first about the seed. So Lu Tu said that to see things in the seed, that is genius. And these wise words are spot on because that's where it all begins. All that is the flower is contained in the seed. All that you are is contained in that spark inside you, a feeling at your very core. Find the seed. It is the heart. Rooting. So imagine the roots of the flower embedded firmly in the soil. The roots hold the flower firmly in place. They represent stability. Roots are what keep the flower grounded. Consider your roots. See them growing deeply and steadily. Feel yourself as determined, resilient, enduring and solid. Set your foundation. Emergence. Picture that very first tiny leaf coming up through the earth. It's barely green and a bit shy at first. It yearns forth soon, getting taller. See a healthy, strong you. See you reaching and growing. This is a perfect time to see yourself making good into better, to climb, to strive for excellence, to build on that foundation, to go one more step and to keep going, to be higher. This is awakening and perseverance. Vitality. Now the stem is tall and sturdy. It becomes a deeper green and begins to thicken. It may bend, but it does not break. It sways gently, accepting the wisdom of the wind. It thrives. This is you. You're galvanized, yet flexible. You keep going. Budding. At last, we see the burgeoning first sign of colour. Imagine the very palest blue that is inception. See the tints and tones deepen and develop. Imagine this tiny bud as pure potential. It can be anything. It can be everything. The world is an open promise. There are positive changes afoot as each soft petal forms and prospers. See yourself as this ever-evolving bud. You're a perpetual work in progress. Envision life as you burst forth and advance in creativity. Once the colours are visible, you cannot stop them from forming the flower. Inhabit this process of renewal. Your desire comes alive. Bloom. This is a deliberate unfurling. Before your eyes, the petals open. Think of specific properties of your flower. Focus on the shape of each petal. See its lines and contours. See every nuance of colour. Contemplate the qualities that this flower embodies. Love, peace, beauty, flamboyance. This is the essence of the flower's existence. It must bloom to go on living. See the process of your fulfillment coming together like a flower through complex. Inside your many wondrous things. See your effervescence. When you're ready, you'll take a deep inhale through your nose and then just sigh it out your mouth. So do that again, just deeply inhaling through your nose and then just let it go. And then we'll just start to move a little bit. So through your fingers and your toes. Maybe start to stretch your arms overhead. As your arms come back over, you could bend your knees. And just start to move the knees just side to side. So if you'd like to, you can roll over onto your side first. But we'll start to make our way up to sitting. So just taking your time, you keep your eyes closed as you come up. There's no rush. So find a comfortable seat when you're ready. Just bring your palms together in front of your heart. So just leaving a little gap just to signify an openness in your heart. So thank you so much for coming on practicing with me this morning. I hope you enjoyed our spring practice. Namaste. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. You can unmute yourself now. Any questions or comments, then just let me